So first I just want to address something. So this is what Eddie Wang said. He said down forward 1-4 into forward 4 does not get a combo. That's incorrect. You do get a full juggle. It just requires more execution, as you can see. Now, in order to get the combo, you have to do a micro dash back to 1. So there's 2 hard parts, getting the while standing 4 and doing the micro dash like that. If you do that, you're able to get a full combo every time. It just requires good execution. Cherry Berry Mango, he lands this all the time, so it's just that you need to put work into it and actually get the combo. I think this is a fair change because you need to realize that they didn't nerf the move itself. The move is exactly the same. It's exactly the same frame data, exactly the same range. They just nerfed it so you don't get an easy mode combo. But the thing you need to realize is if you're willing to go into Zan, you still get a really good combo. So I mean, yeah, you'll still get your combo, you'll still get your damage. So I mean, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just people are overhyping it. Now, it had to be like that because remember, look at the range on this move. Range 3.1, I believe, is like the max. 3.01 that hit from. Okay, so 3.01, 3.02 seems to be max. 3.02 that hit from. Let's try a little bit. So it can hit from range 3. 3.05 that was. So it's around 3.07, I'd say. Yeah, about 3.06, 3.05 seems to be max range. That's range 3. So it's very unlikely for this move to whiff. And even if it does whiff, half of the time it's whiffing because you're using it as a keep out tool around this range. And there aren't many whiff punishers that reach from here. So it's very difficult to whiff punish. You may get whiff punished if you're playing against a Mishima player. But aside from that, I mean, not many characters can whiff punish from this range. Now, I've seen someone say, oh, but Brian's 3+4 does the same thing. That's a real bad comparison, and I'll explain why. This move is 18 frames, so it's 2 frames slower than Jins forward 4. Now let's look at the range on this move, right? 2.7 doesn't hit. 2.6 doesn't hit. This move hits from about 2.57. That's about the max range. And yes, you do get an easy counter hit launcher. But look at the range. There's a massive difference in the range between this move. And this move is minus 13 on block. So some characters can punish it. Like Armor King, for example, gets a reliable punish. Now, you do get a knockdown. So it is better on hit. Absolutely. I agree with that. You get good Oki on it as well. But it's just that doesn't sack that knockdown. I guarantee if Brian's 3+4 hit from range 3 like Jins, but it didn't knock down, Brian players would love that. They will say that's the best buff Brian has ever gotten. A range 3+4. Like, imagine Brian counting launching you from here, although it no longer knocks down. So I mean, yeah, I mean, like you can't use that as an argument. That's a real silly argument, and there aren't many moves like this. Now, needing some execution to get your combo, I mean, that is definitely, you know, better than getting the move butchered. Like, this move could have been made unsafe, or it could have had the range reduced, but they didn't do that. They balanced it by making the move require execution to actually get the combo, which I think is the best way to do it, to balance things. Because then it means the real good Jin players aren't affected, and they put in the work, but the bad Jin players that get carried, boy, they are affected. So that's the forward 4 change, in my opinion. So, yeah, overall, good change. If you disagree with me, it's because you're not willing to put in the work to get that combo. I'm not going to put in the work to get that combo because I don't care about this character. Like, I play him, but I'm not going to, like, you know, spend all my time trying to hit that one combo. Now, let's talk about down Mac 4. And why this move was broken when it was a counter hit launcher. The main reason it's broken as a counter hit launcher is because this move is minus 13 on block, so it wasn't that risky. And it was +4 to +3 on hit, which meant down forward 1 is uninterruptible and trades with low jabs. So it beat 11 frame magic 4s. So this move doubled as a pressure tool, so as a low poke, pressure tool. As a low poke, it did good damage. 18 damage is pretty good for a low poke. That does the same damage as Dragunov's down 2. To put that in perspective, if you land 10 of these in a match, you kill your opponent. Simple as, right? So 10 of these, instant death for your opponent. Now, because of that, right, so you have a mid move that not only counts as a low poke, but also a low pressure move, and it's fast at 20 frames. What other move can you compare to this? No other move counter hit launches and does all of those things. Even Brian's does pretty much does the exact same thing as it does as Jin's at the moment. Jin gets a counter hit knockdown just like Brian. This used to counter hit launch and it was unhealthy for the game. Same logic here. No move should really be really oppressive and give plus frames, whilst also doubling as a counter hit launcher and a low poke. Now, if this was a mid, this would be a bit different, but because it's a low, it's just really, really good. Now, because you could argue, oh, it's minus 13, it can be launched by some characters. Yeah, I'm gonna compare a few things. So we're going to pick Kaz, right? Because somebody I remember said, oh, you know, Kaz is down 1+2. It's 25 frames. 25 frames, if you don't know, is very slow. Some Korean players can react to Heihachi's down back too. And that's 24 frames. And that is, you know, it's quite difficult to block that down back too. But some people can react to it reliably. And I've seen players offline react to that move. Now imagine Kaz is down 1+2, which is a whole frame slower. And on top of that, he ducks down in this really obvious animation and makes that sound. Where it goes, here, so. And to top it all off, if this move, by sheer luck, counter hit launches, it does counter hit launch, absolutely, and high crushes. But do you know what the likelihood of this move counter hit and launching? It is extremely unlikely to get a counter hit and launch with this move. Now look at the damage, you get absolutely good damage. This move is slow, it can get counter hitted, it can get stuffed out by a lot of mids. And it isn't even likely to even counter launch. Oh wow, you high crushed me. Oh wow, you high crushed my 2-hit jab string. But I didn't get counter hit launched. Why? Oh, because maybe the move's too slow. So it's not only slow, but also it's quite unsafe because it's seeable. It can be low parried on reaction. But let's say your reactions are really bad. And you guess. It's launch punishable by a lot of characters. Minus 14. But let's say it never gets blocked right. What could possibly go wrong? You're +1. That's quite decent. So I mean, yeah. Whiff punishable. So I can backdash into a win hook fist. Now, yeah, absolutely. Like if I'm mashing, like if I mash low jab, yeah, we'll trade and you'll win that trade. But I can also sidestep. Like I don't even need to sidestep though. I can just backdash all of your options. Even if I'm point blank. Backdash, whiff punish, boom, happy days. So, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just not that great. Even point blank, you can backdash every single option. So, even while standing 2, which has good range, bearing in mind this move has pretty decent range. Not if I backdash. So, yeah, it's just not a good move. Don't compare this move to Jin's down back 4, because this move doesn't even count as a pressure tool. It doesn't even really count as a panic move because it's too slow. And yeah, the only good thing it has is high crush, but it's seeable. Now, I've seen someone say also that, oh, you know, you can cancel it. Now, although the cancel is okay-ish, I guess. But I mean, yeah, I suppose, yeah, like maybe, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the cancel, honestly? What's the cancel really gonna do? It doesn't really offer anything. Like, it's not like you're gonna bait someone into ducking and then counter hitting them, right? If anything, if they're on point, they'll counter hit you, and if anything, like, they'll duck and then they'll stand back up because they'll realize, oh, the low hasn't come out. Like, look. Like, yeah, I just stand back up and boom, got my plus for my turn back. Like, it's just not that great of a move. those are my opinions on the forward 4 and down back 4 nerfs. You can feel free to disagree, but overall, I feel that had to be done. Moves like that are just too versatile. And on top of that, even if some characters who can launch it actually try to block punish this, a lot of the times you could just base it so that it's either -12, so this move can be minus. I can make this move -12. Let me just show this. You can hit it on its last active frame. Just show this. -12 as you can see. But also, even if it's -13, let me just show this off. So let's try twin pistoning it right. Twin pistons whiffs. So this first hit can actually be made to whiff. Which, yeah, that's quite silly. So that means Kaz can't even launch it at all ranges. Jin has to do damn at 4 from point blank. But why would Jin do damn at 4 at point blank? There's no purpose to it, right? He can just poke you from a distance and not get launched. And then if he really wants to low poke you from up close, he can down for you. I can chip you out with like pokes like this. Down 4, high crush. So I think that basically covers it. Now you just have to bear in mind that Jin got much easier to play. He lost all of that, but what did he gain? Do you need the how many people here can actually do the $100 combo reliably? I can't. Well, that's mainly because I don't practice it, but I mean, yeah, like I can hit it, don't get me wrong, I can hit it. But am I going to reliably do it every single time in a real match? Probably not. Gosh damn. I'm not going to hit this every single time in a real match. I can do it. As you can see, I just did it there, but... And again, did it there, 70 damage, true combo. But why do that when I can just do this? Easy mode. Sacrifice a little bit of damage, and yeah, in some situations, you can argue, yeah, I mean, you might lose damage in some situations because the wall might mess it up. But overall, I mean, yeah, that's way better than doing this because this is the combo that I used to do. So let me just show off the combo that I used to do. So this is what I used to do. Oops, dropped it. So that's what I used to do, and that gave real good wall carry. Sacrificed a lot of damage though. And then some other players would usually do this. That gave less wall carry, but gave good damage. So, I mean, you know, it's way better now.